See what we got going on today, bro. Let's see what we got going on today. Boom, this one. Okay. See. We're almost opening NFP, so let's see. I do see some potential on some pairs. I do see potential on GU, but it looks like we're already leaving. I did like this London range continuation of the demo trade we took in an open. I did like this hourly gap to target this low resistance low here, but we look like we're leaving, so it depends. Yeah, maybe at most demo, but this trade would have looked good. Sadly, we cannot really be trading it. Hi bro, hi. It's more like good afternoon, I guess. And also Euro had a pretty strong market structure shift of this inversion here. Inversion, retest the inversion really nicely, rejected, and then just this was a good entry, like straight off the bat, a good entry here of the inversion. Almost came into it, didn't really, but then rebalanced the second FVG, and we just smelled towards London lows here. But yeah, we're gonna see what it do. You might just continue lower massively, or you might we can also look at continuations here on DAX, so we're gonna see what we do, because DAX also has pretty low resistance. I would say we're pretty easy on targeting lower, so DAX also becomes one of the pair that we're looking at. Gold looks bullish here, so we don't really have volatility, we don't have hourly gap, so gold instantly falls. AU same, we're very low, so AU will fall as well. We're just kind of making an analysis right now. UJ, I mean, we have potential for continuations once again, just looking for pricing higher, but yeah, we do have this equal lows here on UK, but it's weird. I would like to see some buy side liquidity getting swept here, meaning we take London highs. Oh yeah, this is looking good to take these London highs. So yeah, this is what we're looking. We're just looking for continuations, but we want to see what it's doing. We have like 2 minutes until NFP. Let's see what we got going on. Euro already reached the slow, so yeah, we did take a lot of source liquidity, but we're gonna see. I did like this continuation here. The demo trade that I took in London didn't start running towards like an 8R, which is crazy. I didn't really expect that, but sometimes this happens. Like we print a lot in NFP day. I have like 1 minute. Let's see what NFP is gonna do. If we come like slow and resweep this high and then entry lower, like this is gonna be a trade for me, because we also almost closed the 4-hour candle. We formed this 4-hour FBG here, and it just looks like a good trade if we manage to come and resweep. But I don't know, like this entry is already looking good to keep targeting lower of this, of something like this. Already looking good to work lower. Like legitimately sometimes NFP just works without manipulating massively, so maybe we'll manipulate something low resistance like this FVG here. So we're gonna demo it just for fun, see what do we do on open. We have probably like 30 seconds. I'm curious if we have like crazy volatility or we just like normal behavior. Let's see what NFP does. But apparently Euro was really nice, bro. Again, like misalignments, like the setup were decent this week. We actually printed pretty decently. It just was like small misalignments in timing, in news between the trade. Like this would have been definitely a valid trade for me to take lower, but yeah. Okay, so NFP, hello. Oh oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. See, this is why you don't be trading pre-NFP. My demo didn't even register. Like I can't even close it. I can't even close it. Okay. Oh, I get to cancel my limit order. Nice. Stop, bro. Stop. Oh my. What is this? Oh shit. Wait, what is my alert? Oh my fucking god, bro. Bruh, what is going on? What is going on, gangy? But this would be a good candle to trade against, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Look at these. Look at these equal lows right here. And we just rebalance a 4-hour inverse. So this might actually still be a valid sell depending on what price does. I do want to see some structure here, but these voids, sometimes they get printed through. So yo, let's see. Okay, and look at indices. Like indices, UK and DAX don't really get that much affected by news. Most of the time they don't really get affected. Like god damn. This would be a good sell. I don't see this holding long term higher. It might from this, but yo. Yo, imagine buying here and catching this. 89 pips is crazy in one fucking candle in 1 minute, but we're definitely gonna print back into it. That's, oh my fucking god, bro, what is going on, man? Okay, this is fun. This is, oh my god, bro, what are we doing? I mean, when I see candles like this, we're definitely printing back into it. That's what I see most of the times, but god damn. God damn. God damn it, this is why you don't trade pre-NFP. But this would have been a good trade pre-NFP. Reach into sell side, we reach into sell side, we completely reverse. But lunchtime setup, I was in Nasdaq short and just tanked, really. Nice. Okay, but Nasdaq didn't, like, it was decent tank, didn't tank as much as, like, you. God damn. God damn. Think you shorts? You really shorted in London? Okay. Okay. You got it. But this will be good to short from here. I still believe in shorts regardless of this candle. These candles don't usually hold long term, but it does depend. Usually now we stagnate around here usually, and then we print a 3-minute gap or something that ends up holding to fill this big ass gap. That's what I usually see in days like this. But imagine, because bro, like, imagine how many sellers he stopped out. He stopped out Thursday and Friday sellers. He swept all this buy sell liquidity, and now it's also sweeping this high. So we can see some shorts. I do still believe we're gonna see some shorts, but it does depend. 3 years, bro. 3 years. How about you? Almost 3 years. I mean, in August, I think I have 3 years. Wow, Jesus, bro, this doesn't stop. This doesn't fucking stop. I mean, it's only 50 pips on AU, but it looks, I don't know, stronger. God damn. Jesus, big ass candles. So would like to see the sweep here, but I do like I think, bro, like these are legitimately be able to trade. Like if you use UK and DAX on NFP days, that you're legit able to trade. Like this manipulation here was irrelevant. This candle was legitimately irrelevant, so you can definitely be trading these indices in news, or when we have red impact news, we can definitely look to orient ourselves around these news. 10 months still not profitable, trying to, that's okay, bro, that's okay. 10 months is early to turn profitable, but I've seen people do it. If you legitimately like stick to your rules, you can definitely turn profitable. I think turning profitable early is just a matter of how fast you're actually gonna learn from your mistakes, right? That's what it comes down to, how fast you're gonna actually learn from your mistakes. The faster you learn from your mistakes, the faster you're gonna turn profitable. Now we're gonna short off here. Wanna bet? Like that highly confident short, but we gotta see at least an inversion. Of course, very likely not gonna be trading this, but I do like how UK moved here. Pretty nice price action. Boom, like here it's pretty nice how we came on the 1 minute, swept all this trend line. rebalance, 1 minute gap, take that shit lower towards sell side. But this is again a scalp. We have something on the 50 minute? We did. Like, this is what I'm trying to do. I want to backtest this and try and implement a bit of scalping of 50-minute FVGs. That's pretty much it. This would have been pretty valid, pretty nice here. Nice sweep, nice rebalance, boom. That was it. Like, think about this. Stop loss at the high, even though it's a big stop loss. 2.2R. Instantly. Couple of minutes. But god damn. Still a lot of movement. We just be watching. Next week, I'm curious if next week we're most likely gonna have some setups. Like, see, because next week it's kind of weird because sometimes we have this NFP and FOMC in the same week, which we did have this week. We had NFP and FOMC, and next week is gonna be pretty decent to be traded. A bit low probability maybe because of really low news, but I feel like this is also, it's a bit more decent to be trading rather than really high impact. It's just that in weeks like this, we cannot really look at high R. Realistically, we can look like 2R, 3R at most, not really expecting huge volatility. But still nice to see. Bro, what is this? It keeps going higher. It keeps going higher. Okay, Nasdaq reversed. Yes, sir. I think isn't it an hourly gap? Maybe a 50-minute? Yeah, a 50-minute inverse here. Let's see how our higher time frame where we are. Oh shit. Does make sense. Does make sense of this inversion. So it's a liquidity sweep. But our Nasdaq works so much on liquidity. Like, this pair doesn't care about bias, doesn't care about nothing else rather than liquidity. Doesn't fucking care about anything else than liquidity. We use liquidity, we reverse. That's pretty much it. Nasdaq in a nutshell. And now we have these buy side here, so I do want to demo scalp this shit right here. Let's see if I have time to scalp this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god, that fill is garbage. Why you feel me so high, Gengi? Feel me so high. This is a, oh, it's a 1 minute. Okay, but it's really easy reaching into the high here. Printing money out of thin air. Let's go. Printing paper money. More like. Easy printable money. Boom, and like nice, even in this candle I can hit that shit really easily. Bro, but this doesn't stop. We're probably gonna stall for the next like 20 minutes and then reverse. I'm really thinking, really, either we build structure really strong here and we still hold bullish and reverse towards the next week, which I would really like. I really like trading against this really big voids. For example, if next week like we close like this and this void stays intact, bro, like this is a very nice target. We can be really confident in reaching lower to fill this gap. That's what I really like about news. Nasdaq, come on, buddy. What are you doing, cuh? But I wonder, would we get top 10 here? You would actually. I really feel called to get into scalping, bro. I feel such a deep urge to get into like 1 minute scalping. To be honest, I should maybe, especially when there's no like valid setups on my intraday. We have like, bro, like this trade makes sense, right? Because we have a very strong low getting taken, 4 hour inverse. We have higher time for confluence to be taking this reversal, and if we look at here, we have like a bullish range. We have this inverse that we end up respecting here, also like overlapping with that liquidity level, and here we retest that level. See how the bodies always tell the story. Remember what ICT said, bodies always tell the story. Look how bodies respected that 50-minute FVG here on the 3 minute, and then we just form a gap higher. That's all we need to be taking this shit right here. 2R, that easy, bro, that easy. And this is all you need. Like, it's a couple candles. It's like, it's probably gonna be like 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes hitting a full TP, right? because we have like really obvious drawn liquidity, we shouldn't really be struggling to reach this. And I don't guarantee that we're gonna just keep continuing, but yeah, look, like easy fucking money. Sometimes, yeah, this is why I get drawn to scalping, but this was a really nice like short scalp here. And you could have maybe trimmed here and let price run towards filling this gap maybe, because yeah, but it's pre-market open. The only reason why this trade I feel like made sense was because of NFP, but it was a really nice cap. So how far back you look for liquidity? I feel like I go too far back to the left. I mean, this is just something you're gonna like find with experience, to be honest. It's not really, you don't really have a rule. It's just about really experience, knowing which lows to take. So I really cannot really answer this question. It's just, yeah, it's just you're gonna find out with experience, usually to the left. Like yeah, I feel like for Nasdaq, if you choose too old liquidity, too old of lows and highs, then price is not gonna react. But in this case, this is fine. This is from how am I, like 1 week ago, so this I would call valid. See, in this case, this one we didn't react, but this was Asia. Like you said, you were in a short in London, but bro, don't be trading Nasdaq in London. Trust me, don't be trading Nasdaq in London. Don't do that shit, because I suffered. I tried. I said, okay, Nasdaq is gonna work in London. I took like 20 trades and I wasn't able to win one, because Nasdaq doesn't really move in London. In this case, it did move, but it's very rare that it's gonna happen. So only trade the market open, which is 9:30, or Romanian time it's 4:30 p.m. Only trade equity open, market open. Because look at the days before. Right, look at here. London didn't pretty much do anything. London just consolidated. It printed even less than Asia, and when we open 6:30, 4:30, my bad, that's when we start melting lower. That's when all the volatility comes in the market on Nasdaq. But in terms of liquidity, I don't know. I cannot really answer this question. You're just gonna find out with experience which liquidity to consider valid and which not. In this case, why this works is because it's not only one low, it's like 3 lows. It's a very strong pattern in price, and it also has a POI. That's why the scalp is working. But yeah, this was a really nice short-term scalp. Now we're looking like we're building some structure. So it's just about with back testing, with experience, with forward testing, you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Depends a lot. For example, these are valid, these are valid, these are valid. Like, yeah, they're pretty much all valid. Like if you look, let's see in this case, let's look here. This was also valid, but we see we don't react. This was also valid, but we see we don't react. This is just bullish uptrend. Yeah, it kind of depends a lot. Maybe we can scale back in, bro. I don't know. I love scalping, bro. I think I need to get into scalping, but I feel like that would be really troll for me to do, considering that now I'm like stabilizing my intraday. I mean, as a practice, as kind of like a new thing to practice and so on. Yeah, and in the future, maybe I'll get into scalping. But we might be holding this 1 minute. Like Nasdaq is probably one of the cleanest pair to be scalping. That I'm not gonna lie. The rest, I don't like Nasdaq because all the volatility gets printed in New York. But to be scalping, to be taking 1 minute entries, Nasdaq is very clean. It's very clean, that I admit, even though I'm not a Nasdaq trader at all. We took that low, now we're rejecting. See, this can be again a pretty decent scalp. I just don't really like structure here. Boom, off this inverse. If we retrace and see a 1 minute gap, I'm targeting this. But see, this is also a VAT. I mean, it's not really a low. This is a low that we swept, and this is pretty old. It doesn't, I don't know, it's weird. It's just, we're gonna find out. And see, we can have another scalp. We can have fun with demos today, because it's not really gonna be looking to trade against this move. I mean, I prefer trading like Monday against this void. Let's see if we manage to hold another gap higher. If we do, I'm down on trading higher. because we did take that low here, and I would expect like a short-term rally higher towards this 50-minute. But yeah, it's a lot of bearish momentum, which kind of sucks a bit and makes the trade slightly invalid or slightly unlikely to play. But yeah, we're gonna see how we open on the next candles here. If we inverse this, I'm taking another scalp. Today we did good on demos, really good on demos. 4 wins on the demo. But we're just playing. Also do this if you're still on the stream and if you're still listening, because I don't see my viewer count. Try demos a lot, experiment on demo, on backtesting. This is really gonna help you build the experience to be able to, yeah, take your trading to the next level basically. But this is a good, we already closed this. So am I able to take a buy here of just candle behavior? I'm not sure if I want to be doing that. Even for the demo, can't really take any trade though. What is this area? What do I have an alert on? Oh, this buy side. I did say this. This is what I was watching early on the week. I was watching the buy side, but yeah. I'm gonna get a small account just to scalp on, just for fun, to be honest. But I need to test out a strategy first. Like, I just plan on doing the same thing as I'm doing on my intraday strategy, but just like minimize time frames. So how I'm looking is 4 hour, 1 hour for higher time frame. On 15 minute I'm gonna look at 1 minute entries, or scalp, and I'm gonna look at 1 hour and 50 minutes. So like having a 1 hour gap with a 50-minute confirmation and taking 1 minute entries. On my current method, I have 4 hour gap with 1 hour confirmation and 3 minute and 5 minute entries. So yeah, we're gonna see. I will backtest probably today a lot, because we ain't looking like we're doing much. Okay, it means like DAX is gonna leave soon. If we break this, I'm taking this. We have these equal highs. Can we do a buy stop maybe? They really use buy stops. I don't know what's holding here. This is like an imaginary zone that we're holding. An imaginary zone. God damn. The XY as well, melting heavily. Oh yeah, and the PY I was waiting for early week. Kinda expected it. The way we built this trend line equity was kinda obvious. It gave hints on what direction NFP is gonna take. Oh my god, bro, we ain't stopping too soon. It doesn't look like we stopping. Wish I would have 30-second, but I don't. At least I tried. But yeah, Euro fucking flying. Euro not giving a shit. No regrets in life. No kids, no family. Just going. But this is nice. I do really like that we're having this really big void, because this is gonna be me shorting against this shit. Hella shorting against this shit. Because this is low resistance. This is perfect to have like a really strong bias or really easy delivery, because price will have no struggle sprinting towards this big void. It's way different compared to price printing against something like this. Like, you trying to buy against structure like this makes a huge difference compared to you trying to short in like very low resistance, like something like this. But we're gonna see. Okay, our buy stop was pretty decent. I don't know what this zone is, bro. I don't know what this zone is. Why are we imaginary zone respecting? Respecting an imaginary zone. But probably it's smart to still wait for some type of gap higher. Even if it's demo, it doesn't matter. Even if it's demo, practice good habits. Even if it's demo. I mean, here we should be drawn toward that London high, but it's still weird. See how indices don't really get affected. Like hell nah, they don't give a shit. They don't really get, like, look at euro, how much euro got affected by NFP. Meanwhile, indices didn't give a shit. At least UK and DAX. Okay, so my TP here was actually pretty good. And we started inversing here. So this actually wasn't a good short here, because we took out buy sell liquidity. Like, this is the power of scalping, right? Forgetting about this buy, we take buy sell liquidity. What do? We inverse. Look here, we retest, and this is our entry lower to take again towards this low and this low. Yeah, this was clean, but now it's too late. It's too late. It's kind of incomplete. The inversion isn't really complete, but still would have been a nice short to take. I just wasn't paying attention, sadly. But let's see gold. What is gold doing? Oh, I was right on gold being bullish. I did feel, I don't know, that we're gonna form this higher low here and start printing higher as draw. I saw this is as draw and this, but yeah, probably this is what we're gonna reach for. Let's see what Nasdaq. If Nasdaq retraces here and gives a decent entry, I really want to practice now. I'm probably gonna practice scalping today on Nasdaq and ES maybe. But I don't really like ES. I don't know what this is. What are these zones? Probably gonna be using this gap though to retrace, come into here, rebalance this area, then like take entries lower, target New York open lows. I mean, we have still a bit of time until open. Let's see, but Nasdaq is really fucking clean on the 1 minute. I'm not gonna lie, Nasdaq always really moves really clean on the 1 minute. I do like Nasdaq is a bit of a different type. I don't know how to explain. Like on the 1 minute, price action is extremely clean most of the time. Like how price is respecting FVGs and inverses, I feel like a bit more than Forex. On Forex, like, I don't know, behavior is not necessarily as clean on the 1 minute, but still is decent. I still prefer Forex though. But let's see if we hold this shit right here. It might be just a short-term reaction lower because we rebalance this, but I think we're actually gonna short off this here. It's AVG. And it's nothing like comparable to live price action. This is why I feel like it's very important to be demo trading, because you can't really compare back testing to how live market price action feels when you see candles printing, when you take decisions live. Even if it's demo, it doesn't matter. It's not comparable. Not even close to comparable. The best way to learn, I feel, at least scalping or in general, the best way to learn is being on the market and getting live market experience. If you're still here, you said you're 10 months in, really prioritize market experience. Don't prioritize making money, prioritize experience. And legitimately sitting and watching price action. For example, me, every time I take a trade, I sit and watch it, every single candle print. Not because I'm scared, not because I care about what the trade is happening, but because I'm building experience. Every time I'm seeing 1 minute candles print. This is why now my one minute price action is good, because I've been sitting and watching my trades play out on the 1 minute time frame for so long. So this is what we're watching. If this holds high, we're pretty much gonna inverse, but I still prefer a bit sales here. But see how, like, see what I say about Nasdaq being clean, how it behaves to FVGs, bro. It's a really clean behavior. Let's see. I do want to see that candle closure. how we behave here. If we don't close, not taking this, but if we do close, that's pretty much meaning we're gonna go eat this and this and this. My bad. This is partial, this is full TP. If we break, if we inverse, but if we don't, I'm not taking it. I mean, to manage my trades, usually yes, 3 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5. To manage my trades, but okay, I'm taking this, I think, but I do want to see the candle closure. Okay, I'm taking it. It might be late, but it's all good. I'm curious if this plays out. Maybe it's a troll trade, but again, we're prioritizing learning here. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, sir. Depend, like, I'm look for trade management or for watching what's happening with my trade. Yes, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5. This is where I take trade management based decision. But before entering a trade, I definitely look at hourly and 4 hour. Let's see. This is a good sign. We're easily reaching lower. This is why I love Nasdaq, bro, for the 1 minute price action. Just demo mastery at this point, or lower time frame mastery. But let's see of the retest here how we behave. If we behave properly, just it's an easy scaling, because at this point, considering we inversed, it's pretty much going lower. Like, this was our last bullish PD array that was supposed to hold price if we were bullish. Now we inverse and should easily still hold lower from here, in my opinion at least. So I do want to see on how we behave. If we close below, yeah, we're taking another. So let's see the candle. I do want to see the candle close lower and close below the body here. This is not necessarily a great closure, but yeah, because it has this previous area, we see that bodies are respecting, which is not necessarily a good sign, but just be patient here. I'm just gonna take another market for fun. Again, we don't care what happens realistically with the trade, because it's demos. That's why it kind of also helps. But did it close my position, or what happened? Oh, it didn't. Okay. So first we shorted on the inversion, now we shorted on the retest here. And we did take also the spike here, which was pretty nice. So usually partial on this, as I said, partial on New York low. This is probably also break-even point on this low right here. So we're don't remember exactly how you take partials on trading view. Okay, you do, I think you do buy limits, and considering our size is 200, how much do? We're probably gonna do half here, which 100 is fine. Or not, let's do 75. Boom, on this low right here. So this meaning it closes like almost 50% of our position, and this is final take profit. And this, when we reach this, we're also gonna go break even. Euro and the forex still stalling here. We reversed actually pretty nicely also, but yeah, we're gonna use Nasdaq. We're just gonna have fun in Nasdaq today, see what we do. And usually it's not really great to be trading pre-market open, pre-equity open, or how the fuck it's called, but yeah, it's just clean. I don't know why we have stop loss and shit like here, but we shouldn't really have. But yeah, it probably will still close a portion of our position. You're probably gonna retest this order block right now. This right here, order block. Let's see if we hold it. Preferably want to see hold. Obviously, we have low resistance liquidity, and maybe also retesting the inversion. Romania, bro. You're probably from Romania too. Romania, Romania. As I remember, I think you're Romanian, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh no, it's reversing. Oh my god. Hell no, I'm so scared. We don't give a fuck around here. Not necessarily looking bad, but not great either. I would say we still want to see. We kinda inverse that order block, but it doesn't mean that much yet. Oh, you're US. My bad. I thought you were from Romania. Nice, bro. Nice. I really want to visit US one day. Where exactly from US? Which state? I probably confused you with another guy, but sorry for that. Oops, I didn't want to move this. Can I remove this, like drag to a dock? I think it doesn't matter. Indiana, nice, bro. Let me see, cause I'm not sure where Indiana is, but I do want to check. I was looking at Yosemite, bro. I really love that park. Indiana, nice, bro. Let's see how we looking. I mean, okay, it's in like the east, center east. Interesting. Almost kind of to the also north. It's like center. But let's see. Do we have? Oh shit! It's nice, bro. I really want to visit America, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Look at this shit. It's clean as fuck, bro. Oh, beaches. God damn, it's pretty clean. What is Indiana? But yeah, it's clean. I was looking at Yosemite yesterday, bro. Like that park is fucking. Oh my god, this park is a dream come true. I ain't gonna lie, but I think it's in California, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this park is a dream come true. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Have you been here in Yosemite or Yosem? How do you even say this, Yosemite? What's this? Like? Oh, nice. This is us holding lower. If we confirm this gap, it's pretty much reaching to the south side. Which we can maybe use this to scale in once again. Maybe. At this point, we're pretty much clear on holding that gap, but I don't know if we're gonna retest. Oh, you're trying to go to Yosemite? Nice. Nah, bro, it's so clean. Like, there's so many parks that I love, and like, look at this, bro. God damn. Bro, this is clean as fuck, bro. Like, America's very beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah, hiking and just like smoking some gas, to be honest. Like, yeah, smoking some gas here, you gotta hit different. Like, you cannot lie. Smoking some gas here, you gotta hit different. You probably feel like in heaven. I'm not gonna lie. You probably feel like God is touching your hand when you do that shit. Like, bro, come on. Like, this is perfect, man. God damn. Go fishing here. I don't know if fishing is you're allowed to fish, but it would be like a banger thing to do. Let's see if we respect this property. Again, just looking the scale, but this looks like it's gonna get inverse, but not necessarily. I feel like it's gonna hold this order block here, so you might be selling again. Yo, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, not sell them again, Gengi. Market. Thank you very much. Market order rejected. Not enough funds. Okay. But we just imaginary shorted here. Can I do like 50? Let me short, man. Okay. Oh, it requires a license. Oh, yeah. But it's probably not that hard to get, I guess. I don't even know. Yeah, bro. Like smoking some gas. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That should be bussin'. Like, and eating in and out, bro. Like we in Romania, we don't have that shit. We don't have in and out. We don't have like what is there, like Chipotle. We don't have this shit like that. The best food that you guys have, we don't have it. What is like in and out, Five Guys, and we don't have gas as good gas as you guys have, like, bruh. Come on. Like, bro, like getting smoking some gas, going to in and out, and then coming here and fishing, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's life. To be honest, that's why I'll give it my best in trading to be able to live like this, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's a good life here, bro. Like, how can you even? Chick-fil-A, we don't, bro. We don't have anything. Like, we only have KFC and McDonald's. That's all we have. We don't have anything else in terms of like, yeah, fast food. And we have Burger King. That's kind of it. But we don't have like, bro, Five Guys. I feel like, I mean, I don't know how Five Guys tastes, but it looks so good, bro. Like Five Guys burgers, hell yeah. Hell yeah, that shit looks bussin', bro. Like, bro, in Romania, there's garbage burgers. Garbage. And we don't have like your drinks. Like your gas station always seem cool as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. Like the drinks you be having, they're like, yeah, bro, that's why I just wanna visit America. But I don't know, is it really that dangerous as people say, like America, like shootings and shit? Do you really like hear shootings on a daily basis? Like it's I don't know, popcorn in the microwave. I feel like I didn't really hear about Indiana being dangerous in my experience. Thing like the Bronx, I don't even know where is the Bronx. Isn't the Bronx in New York? Yeah. God damn, this looks like. Come on, Nasdaq, do something, bro. Why you stalling, man? Why you stalling, man? Is it that dangerous, like to the point where you're scared to go out at night and shit like that? I feel like in my eyes it would make sense to be dangerous in like places that you shouldn't really be in, and like in the hood or some shit, like Crips and Bloods, bro, and gangs. And is Indiana dangerous, like in the state you live in? I never really heard about Indiana being dangerous, but you never know. I mean, bro, like that's the thing. Like everyone in America has access to a fucking gun, bro. Can get a gun. That's what makes it dangerous at the end of the day. Like I saw yesterday, I was looking at some documentaries where kids like just went bought fucking weapons and shoot up a school. Like shit, man, that is not chill at all. Not chill in Romania. Yeah, it's chill. Where I'm from, it's nice, but around a few blocks down, I made it to the hood and you would hear gunshots. Oh my god, bro. That makes you feel a different way. Like, yeah, knowing that it's only a few blocks down, you can hear gunshot is crazy. Like you could be like, if you're a tourist, you don't know where you are. You can be randomly like, I don't know, be like random, get into the hood randomly, and shit is not gonna go down very well. Yeah, they got used to it. Yeah, there's a shooting and they just continue on walking. Yeah, bro, but it's crazy. It is crazy to live like this. It's yeah. In Romania, we don't have we. I think Romania is one of the safest countries. Like people don't stab, don't have guns, don't pretty much don't have anything. The maximum amount of violence is usually beating. That's pretty much it. They usually like fight. No, we don't have that shit. But yeah, it would be crazy. Kind of makes you, I don't know. I think appreciate life more. I guess when you're living like that. Cause to be honest, it kind of feels scary to be like hear gunshots. Like know that like a few blocks down the road, there's people like killing each other, which is like crazy to me, bro. It's crazy, but it's still for the beauty of America, that shit is worth it. I'm not gonna lie. For the beauty that America has, shit is worth it. I think if you're just careful, you'll be chill. If you're just careful with, yeah, don't annoy like people, don't be, I don't know, just mind your own business. I feel like if you mind your own business, if you just stay on your own lane, if you don't go on the wrong streets, I feel like you're chilling. But what is, goddamn, you stalling hard as fuck, Nasdaq, but it's probably 18 minutes to market open. Come on, bro. But bro, there's one thing that seems really fucking weird for me. Just recently, I realized that you Americans have the fucking Illuminati symbol on your dollar sign, bro. That shit is like crazy for me. On your dollar, like, how do you say? Um, fuck. I don't know how to say that shit. I'll say that word, but $1 bill. Okay, bill. I think you have the fucking Illuminati, but not the dollar. Let's see. I don't know exactly. Okay, this one. Like, what the fuck, bro? I'm 23, bro. How old are you? Like, bro, is that normal to have the fucking Illuminati on your banknote? That shit is like, like, bro, god damn. That shit kind of, I don't know, made me feel a certain way. Like, legitimately having the Illuminati on your fucking, I don't know what this is, but this is definitely the Illuminati. It's kind of weird. What's the $100 bill? Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice bill, but $20 bill. Who the fuck is this guy, bro? This guy looks upset. It's like this guy looks depressed, and this, I know this guy, at least I know. Isn't this guy the baby? The baby on the $5 side. Come on, bro. Really? What the fuck? That's crazy. That's really crazy, bro. What the fuck? But I feel like, bro, I feel like okay, so one of our TPs got hit here. We should have maybe closed a bit more, because yeah, we're hella in profit. We have still, I'm probably gonna close another 75, go break even, and just let it run. I'm 25. Nice, bro. Maybe we meet, bro. Maybe we can meet. Like, I feel like it would be great, bro. I really wanna go into, like, come to America, bro. Like, it's one of my dreams. I would actually say Canada a bit more, but I know that Canada is probably like 50%, 60% taxes. Like, shit, bro. Like, you're really gonna tax me like that much? Let's see if I see Twin Tower dollar. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? On the $20 bill. How to fold the $20 bill into a picture of the Twin Towers. There's actually a tutorial for this. What is this? 10 mind-blowing secrets in the US dollar. Let's see. Oh shit. What is, what is this though? Oh yeah, let me see. Bro, I don't know what's happening in America, but for me, it's just my opinion. I feel like the Illuminati is legitimately like ruling America. Like I've seen the Bohemian Grove, bro. Like that shit is crazy, bro. I've seen a video on YouTube of a guy like going into the Bohemian Grove, which is crazy, bro. The Illuminati, I heard that the Illuminati is sacrificing kids and drinking their bloods and shit for power, which is crazy. The most secretive club in America. That's like it kind of sends shivers down my spine. But yeah, still beautiful. No matter who's ruling America, still beautiful, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And just like I don't know. To be honest, it might sound racist, but I always wanted black friends. Like we don't have a lot of black people, and we don't have a lot of black people in Romania. We have gypsies, but gypsies are kind of like I don't know, like a mix, like light skins in a sense. But yeah, I always wanted black friends. To be honest, they seem cool as fuck. And like, bro, like Americans have this really cool dab. Yeah, yeah, that's right. We have like they have this dab. We don't have this dab in Romania. Is this what you guys? How you guys shake your hands always? Cause let me see if this guy does it. You have this really cool handshake that you guys do, like this right here. Yeah, for us it's very rare. Like this handshake, I always see it in Americans doing. Like you kind of go like this and then go like this. Is this something you guys do like on a daily basis? Is that what you do on a daily basis? Oh shit. Where is Anderson? Is let me see. Oh, oh. I don't know. How is this? I don't know. Anderson, America. I don't know what this is. The fuck? Shouldn't it be like a city or something? Oh, oh. That's cool as fuck, bro. That handshake is really cool as fuck. Like, we don't do that shit. We have normal handshakes. That's cool as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. We have just normal, like, boring handshake. Boom. And I see this hold lower. This probably will hold lower, but we're approaching, like, open. So we're gonna see. I don't know what. Anderson is probably like a city, or how is it called? Anderson, Indiana, yeah. I wanted to share that, but this already looks like the Bronx, bro. I'm looking at this shit. It looks like the Bronx. But yeah, it's probably not nice. There's probably, I don't want to sound racist, but there's probably a lot of like people that it's not really nice to, I don't even know how to put it to not sound racist. It's like us having gypsies. For us, gypsies are most of the time not a great thing, right? They're very dirty. They steal a lot. They convict. They commit crimes and shit. Probably it's the same way you're feeling with most. Maybe not most, but some of them. I don't want to like sound racist, but but yeah. It looks like what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like the Bronx. It looks very, bro. It looks different. What is this, like pavement and shit? It looks like, I don't know, very hood. Probably the best way to explain it. This shit looks dark. It looks like there's a lot of murders going on here. So, again, I don't want to be sounding racist, but it looks dark. I don't know. I cannot feel. I don't know. I don't know how to put it. But yeah. Should we scale in again here? Probably not. But it would have been again another scale in here. Just like just scaling in non-stop. Pavers, okay. I never met a gypsy, bro. Gypsies are something special. Or like gypsy. I think usually they come to America as well. They're usually like something like this, like traditional gypsies look like this. Like they have these like crazy. I don't want to. How the fuck they say robes? Not robes. This is more like Indians. I feel like gypsies are like some sort of Indian, but usually they're kind of a mix. This is very traditional gypsies. This is not really what we have. It's we have this, but it's more rare. These are very authentic gypsies. Like these are usually good gypsies, but I don't know if I can show you if I can find like a normal gypsy. This is probably a normal gypsy. Yeah, this looks more like normal gypsies. Like classic belly, classic hairstyle, the beard in the classic. This is looks more like yeah, and I saw Romanian here. Yeah, available to Roman road. Yeah, this looks like more like gypsies, like Romanian gypsies. These are called like a different. These are very authentic gypsies. These are usually good to society. They're not as damaging as the rest, but what is this guy look? What is this guy chin, bro? What is this, bro? Why this guy has such a big chin, bro? Look at this guy, bro. How can you? How is it even possible to have a chin like that, bro? Wow, how? Bro, nah, that's crazy. I cannot really find. Oh yeah, this is definitely this is definitely the perfect gypsy. Yeah, this is gypsy. They have like I don't know how to say in English, but this is perfect image, perfect image, perfect image of. You see this randomly. You see this randomly on a Tuesday afternoon on the main street. Yeah, it's really random. This is definitely how it's more more realistic. Yeah, this is definitely realistic. Yeah, this is now we're getting real. This is how we're looking. Classic Dacia. Let's go. What is this? The stunning mountain range. What is this, bro? How do we go from gypsies to mountain range? But yeah, this is how they look. Now you know. Maybe if you see them, you're gonna recognize them. But usually, the easiest you're gonna recognize them is you're gonna see like they're with this type of shit on. Like they go a lot, and they go a lot in other countries, and just like they be beggars, they be asking for money, cause they lazy as fuck as well. They be lazy, they be stealing shit. They be playing a game which is called Alba Negra, which is like a very scammed game where they only win. So they do all types of tricks. Let's see if we hold him. We already secured a pretty big bag, so I mean it's still a demo, but yeah, I still think we're gonna reach into that low. Euro might be starting to do a lower soon, but I think the day is just gonna end around here. We're just gonna stagnate. Weird as fuck, bro. Let's see. But yeah, decent scalping here. I'm not gonna lie. Buy into sell, crazy. Crazy. You can also scale here, but it's really risky with a stop loss size and market open on Nasdaq. So I'm gonna go smoke a ciggy, and I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes, probably exactly on market open. So. Oh shit. Didn't reach into the low button. Pardon me. We still probably, let's hope we're not gonna get stopped out of break even. Oh, we do get stopped out of break even. And go crying. Well, still a successful scalp, even though slow, it's still a successful scalp. And we did protect our, we did make hella fucking bands on this. Let's see if we see Nasdaq. Nasdaq pro made 3k, 2k, 2k break even. Sheesh. That would have, like, this would be enough to live for America, I ain't gonna lie. And now we're gonna stop break even and go to take profit. You were in shorts? Nasdaq, I'm pretty sure you said, no? Oh goddamn. Yeah, don't be living. don't be entering positions really pre market open. Now this is market open. I mean, for you it's morning, right? For you it's like, yeah, it's 9:30 for you, which is nice, to be honest. For you it's, London is kind of untradeable because it's 3 a.m. London. But yeah, for you it's around 9:30, I would say, which is nice in a sense. What position did you take? Can you give me pricing? Okay, it just topped out our break even. Now it's gonna go towards liquidity, which makes sense because always market opening is always gonna have some type of manipulation involved. So now this is how I used to trade. Yeah, in this case we didn't really take out liquidity, but I usually just shorted the open gap here on the 1 minute. But this can be also decent buy once again if we sweep that low here, but I do want to see the sweep first. We might not necessarily need it because we're looking like we're gonna go higher, but still a successful scalp. We shorted from here. How much did we secure? We did secure around, we trimmed 1.2 we trimmed. We didn't, like, it was just a lot of risk involved, but not great R, but still decent. Still stalling. Like, yeah, this is gonna be really good to be shorting on Monday towards this shit right here. Trading NQ and got in shorts at oh shit, let's see, 100. Oh shit, you shorted at the top of the move. God damn, you shorted in London. Maybe the price differs, sometimes it differs, but here you shorted, that shit was good, I ain't gonna lie. Sure was good here, even though very rarely we move properly in London. But yeah, the show was good. So I do recommend you, bro, don't be trading pre 9:30. So from now on, if you want to turn profitable as fast as possible, just trade after market open, because it's just very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent. Like, these moves don't happen. It's just inconsistent. You don't really know when it's gonna happen. I feel like this day we might have printed so much because we had NFP, but yeah, it's just weird. Like, see, weird as fuck. It's just random. Yeah, break even mitigation. Like, it's almost like he knew, right? Almost like he knew this is where we had our break even orders. But yeah, what was the difference? I think this is futures and this is index, or what's the difference? I'm not even sure. What's the difference between NQ and Nasdaq 100 USD? I have no idea. But yeah, we're chilling. We took the successful scalp, and that was pretty much it. We also had almost a 1 hour FVG here, which interesting at least. But yo, looking weird at this point. I would kind of still expect reversals, but it does depend on what price is gonna do. I see this as a lot of resistance, but it does depend. I'm still kind of expecting reversals. It's just weird to be trading against this. Oh, 7 a.m 6 p.m. Oh yeah, it's kind of fucked. Yeah, it's hard to be doing both things, to be trading and doing this. But I mean, NQ is mini and MNQ is micros. Oh, okay. meaning you trade higher size, I guess. I'm not really familiar, but yeah. Micros is the smallest and mini are the seconds, and I'm not even sure, to be honest, but yeah, I guess that's it. I would say, even though, like, try your best and trade 930, because it's just like instantly gonna increase your win rate so much more. It's gonna make your win rate way bigger, way bigger. It's gonna improve your win rate massively just trading after 930. In this case, yeah, this was very risky. Normally I wouldn't take something like this, but yeah, depends what your strategy is a lot on, or and also depends what time frame you trade, because if you trade 1 minute, I think it might be doable for you to trade that work and just like watch the setup, execute, and then don't look at it. Especially since you're a beginner, I don't really recommend you have trade management at this point in your journey. You just need to have, like, this is how I traded also for the first 2 years of my journey. Is I just had strict 2R, no trade management. Strict 2R. This is what I would enter every single trade, and I would not look. I would enter either stop loss or TP, and that's it. I wouldn't do anything to the trade, and that's what I recommend you. If it depends on how simple your strategy is. Also, what do you trade? What do you trade? What is your strategy? mm, Still don't want to be doing nothing here. And this is probably gonna be it for today. Today is a Friday. We don't, okay, we look like we're gonna melt, but crazy break even mitigation. So what strategy do you trade, bro? So I can kind of make an idea. Yeah, yeah. But this was clean, like the top of the move, this short here was clean, even pre. Usually you don't want to do, but this was still clean to take in this short right here. You would have had break even protected if you would have taken this. Oh, shit. Okay, my stream disconnected for a second. But yeah, it looked like it's working, and it's probably gonna go. But what liquidity are we actually hunting? Are we really gonna hunt for this? I'm not really sure. I don't think we have that much power. I think we're actually gonna hunt for this more like. That crazy break-even mitigation, bro, by the pip. Like, come on, bro. Blood. You. How the fuck do you see that? You're. But yeah, this looks like a good order block right here. Multiple candles. It's a good order block. Maybe if we see the retest, we're probably gonna enter here. But again, just playing around. But sad with the break-even mitigation, but it's all good. Like, this is why I say, like, Nasdaq is really clean on the 1 minute, because look at this respections right here. It's a bit noisy because it's a lot of drawings, but look at this 1 minute inversion here, how we retest that shit. It's crazy. And this also really well respected 1 minute AVG here, really well respected. And here, guess what we come back for? This. Yeah, this is why I like Nasdaq. For this, for how 1 minute behaves, I really like Nasdaq compared to Forex. And yeah, this is why Nasdaq is clean. For scalping, Nasdaq is probably way cleaner than Forex and other pairs. Okay, we look like we're gonna instantly short of that shit, but still didn't reach buy side, so I'm not gonna be doing anything. But what strategy do you exactly use, bro? Do you have a strategy? Do you have like some rules that you check before you enter any trade? This was all should have been short here as well. Here first short, second short, scale in, trim, final. This would have been the best way to be doing this here. Gold is also looking like it's gonna sell, but do we want to sell? Hell nah. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Okay. Nah, it's like, let's see what we're gonna do. We're probably still gonna melt towards final here. I'm do expect a bit of reaction because it's a very highly resistant zone. There's a lot of orders stuck here, but we might be hunting for this week right here. But I don't really think this low is gonna get cleanly taken. I think it's gonna give a reaction before we take it. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. I'm still waiting for this order block. This can already be like a limit entry here. With this order block, we look to target lower. Can be a limit entry, just off intuition, to be honest. But of course, we ain't gonna do that shit. It doesn't really look like it's gonna come. It looks like it's gonna hold this for now, but we gonna see. But this was really clean. Even the buy and the sell was clean. They both were clean as fuck. If you want to trade liquidity, definitely trade Nasdaq. Like, Forex doesn't care as much about liquidity as Nasdaq does. Nasdaq cares way more. Way more. So basically I mark out key levels like previous daily, okay. And mark out 1 hour bias. CB 15 BCM, wait for price to see if it respects or break it. Okay, and do you use like do you use like an entry trigger or entry confirmation? Do you wait for like an I don't know, like an inverse or some type of confirmation to validate your entry? That's decent. You're doing it like for Nasdaq. That's a good strategy. Marking out previous, like, this liquidity levels is very important on Nasdaq. This is what Nasdaq cares about. Liquidity. Not even biased that much. Sometimes yes, but most of the time nah. Most of the time doesn't really give a shit. But yeah, it's a good strategy. I'm not sure what I said. I mean, I said that it's a good strategy, and I asked, did you do you have entry confirmations to validate your zone or your levels? For example, you wait for an inverse or a market structure shift or something to validate your entry or to validate your zone. For example, you have a 1 hour AVG you're waiting for, then in that hourly AVG you wait for like a gap to form, then you entry here, target this, and so on. I don't know why it cut out, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, the stream cuts out, but it should be fine. But this was extremely fucking clean, bro. Even for pre-New York, pre-market open, this was extremely fucking clean here. Sadly, we didn't reach that hourly gap, but I don't think it would have really mattered. This is why I say that Nasdaq doesn't fucking care about that much about zones or bias or things like that. It just cares about liquidity. This is a perfect case. We have this perfect hourly gap here, but we don't reach into it. What do we reach into? Equal highs. It's a really clean ICT scalp here to be targeting this low. Very fucking clean. Very clean. Pre-market open, yes, but still very fucking clean. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure a lot of ICT traders caught this. 50-minute liquidity. I mean, not even really. It's very lower time for liquidity, but you know. Boom. Boom. Let me delete some of this shit. So I took shorts on my open because it was a daily BC. Okay, so you do wait for some type of confluence. You wait for price to leave from your zone. Okay, that's good. I would recommend, as early on in the journey, just be as mechanical as you can. Just have don't have room for interpretation when you're a beginner. For example, okay, bias 1 hour, zone, I don't know, 1 hour, then I take entries on 3 minute only if I see this pattern. I look for only 2 hour, no trade management. So be as strict as possible when you're a beginner. When you're a beginner, you don't I mean, not I don't you're not really a beginner, but you're kind of at the start of your journey. When you're at that stage, you want to leave as little room for interpretation as possible, as little room for discretion as you can. Like early on in the journey, you're not gonna be having that much experience to be navigating, I don't know, to be using your experience. I want to see this guy. Isn't this guy live? I really like how this guy is trading, but apparently he's not live. This guy trades really well. Trades really well. Trades an NQ. Really scalps the shit out of NQ. I ain't gonna lie. This guy is a really good trader.
Anything long when we're in. This movement higher above the 930 opening price is a Judas swing. I am not looking to buy that. I'm looking to perfectly.
This guy's really good.
Chart. Let's get a little bit more insight, and we're gonna head back to electronic trading hours. Actually, being part of the group who's
look where this guy shorted. God fucking damn, right? Bro. Look where this guy caught the short.
The logic there. We're looking for lower prices. Anything higher does not concern us.
This guy doesn't sound like he looks. Doesn't look like he sounds. Again, I don't want to be racist, but I expected like a year. You hear me? You hear me? He sounds like he drinks orange juice for breakfast, but he doesn't look like it. Yeah, maybe as you wanna be building your strategy and do everything around yourself. You don't really want to be copying how the fuck do I say, copying other people. You want to be, yeah, doing you, what you feel like you know, or what you feel like your characteristics are. You hear me? Yeah, and also, yeah, I don't even wanna go. Oh shit, what am I doing? But yeah, this guy doesn't sound like where was he? Where the fuck was my tab? I have too many tabs open. Oh yeah, but this guy is really good. He really fucking milks the shit out of NASDAQ. You wanna like get inspired from people and how they're trading and what they're doing, but you still wanna do you. You still wanna do what you naturally see in the market. You hear me? But our first, like, do you backtest? There's one question. Do you backtest? Oh my god, but this ended up being the cleanest fucking short. This is something that this guy would trade. I'm 100% sure that's something this guy would have caught this short right here. Boom, like right here. God damn, trims here. Final TP here. But we're definitely reaching into that low. I didn't expect to have that much volatility to reach here. That's what I expected to hear from him when when I opened his. Oh, nice. That's good. That's good. That's when you want to test out and trying to build your own strategy, and trying to like systemize what you like. So what I can recommend you is always choose what you like. So choose the concepts you like, choose the concepts you feel naturally drawn towards to, and the things you see in the market naturally. You hear me? I can't be serious right now. Yeah, and with time, while you're gonna back this and putting in more work and more work, you're gonna start noticing some patterns. Like your brain is automatically gonna catch some patterns in the market that will eventually become your strategy. But yeah, I cannot be serious. My brain cannot think about helping. It just thinks about you hear me. That's what it thinks about. It's kind of like a disc. Like it's my brain is stuck on you hear me. But this guy is good. This guy is good. I don't want to look at it because my brain is stuck on that shit and it keeps looping in my brain. Oh shit. I can be serious right now. I can get it out of my head now. It's legitimately stuck and it's looping over and over and over. Yeah. Oh my god, we actually be reaching towards that low is crazy, bruh. Like how much R would have this shit been here? Oh my god, 6R? Like that, like easy money. Easy fucking ish money. But yeah, bro. Like use this weekend, we back this, bro. We back this. This weekend we destroying back this and I don't even know, like I cannot, like my brain cannot. What do you mean use TP as support? You mean buying off your TP? Yeah, you can definitely use it that way because your TP should always have reasoning behind it. So usually you want to take profit where there's a high chance of reaction, meaning the slow in this case. But god fucking damn. We melt. Yeah. We can back this together, bro. I'm probably gonna, even later on this day, I'm probably not gonna stay a lot now. And I'm probably gonna back this later on in the day, which means like 3 hours, 4 hours. And in the weekends I'm gonna be back testing as well. We can be back testing together and just like chilling. But yeah, this shit was clean right here. My brain is still stuck on that, bro. I can't get it out of my head. Yeah, at this point, at this stage in your journey, what I did is just like backtest. Like I backtested a lot, like 10, 8, 10, 12 hours per day. I would just backtest and you're just trying stuff out until I don't know, naturally kind of found my strategy, naturally found patterns repeating. That's kind of how you build your strategy. Like people think like building your strategy is something that you just copy or you just I don't know, but it's something that you just naturally see. Like with time you putting into practice, you start seeing some patterns, and that pattern you see it repeating over and over and over again. That eventually becomes what did you miss, bro? Yeah, don't worry, bro. I just full time this shit, like all in, like balls deep, like no regrets. But I'm fortunate enough to be able to kind of live at my parents. I dropped out of college. I stayed at home and I just for 3 years I didn't go out. I didn't have no bitches, no life, no nothing. For 3 years it was just me and trading, and it still is. It still is. That's all I did, and I was fortunate enough to I don't know have my parents that support me and take care of me while I was doing this shit. But yeah, it's way harder to make it work while you have a job, but it's doable. I know a lot of people that done it. I mean, it's a very risky move, but if you're highly confident or if you genuinely feel in your soul like this is what you want to do for your life, like this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, do it. But it also depends a lot on kind of how are you, like you pay rent or you live with your parents or you don't. That kind of comes in play, right? That kind of comes in play because the only reason why I was able to do this because I had my parents, I don't know, paying for food and providing a place. But if you genuinely feel like this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, like this is your purpose, hell yeah, bro, just balls deep, go in. It's gonna be a bit harder on your mental, but yeah, me too, bro. 3 years as well, just balls deep, all in, burn all the bridges behind you, and you're gonna make it work. I'm confident that you're gonna be able to make it work, but depends. Again, it depends. If you have rent to pay and you have all these things, it's gonna be hard. Oh, it's okay. If you live with your parents, it's gonna be okay. You can take this leap of faith, but I don't know if they're gonna necessarily understand. And at first, it's gonna be a bit of pressure. It's definitely harder to make trading work while you go all in and don't have results yet. It's gonna be a bit harder on your mental, but with time, it's gonna get easier. But don't really expect, like, don't make an expectancy on when you're gonna turn profitable, because that's only gonna mess with your psychology. Right? Don't make an expectation. For example, in the next 3 months I'm turning profitable, in the next 2 months I'm turning profitable, I'm making money now. It's just gonna really destroy your mental, and it's gonna make your trading worse. Like, just focus on learning at this point. Don't think about money, don't think about all these things, just think about learning. If you wanna go balls deep, go, bro. Like, if you think this is your purpose, give me this year only. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's been 3 years me telling them, be patient, be patient, be patient. No, that's a lot. That's a lot, bro. I mean, compared to my country, that's a lot. But in comparison to what the salary is, and in US, it's probably decent. But I don't know. However you want, I would say it's a risky move. Of course, it's risky. But yeah, it's a risky play. But if you feel in your soul like you're called to do this, do it. Usually what people do, or the safest way to obviously like keep a job and only like leave the job when you have seen consistent profits. But yeah, that's the safest way. Most people go all in, actually. It's gonna be a lot of pressure, so it depends upon you. I would say, obviously, like, the best way to do things is yeah, that's the problem. I think that's what makes you wanna leave your job, because you don't have time to study as much as you want. That's probably what's frustrating for you, because you want to be studying, you want to do that, but you have only like 1 hour free time, which is annoying. Yeah, maybe take a part-time job, or take some like random, like random, I want to say side quests. Not side quests, but random jobs, like, I don't know, things that you can get paid on, like, on a daily basis, and you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't know, you go and cut the grass for your neighbors or some shit like that, or look for a part-time job. Maybe, I think a part-time job would be good. I think you're gonna have time for trading, and you're also gonna have the security of, I don't know, paying your bills and having that safety net. I think that may be it, or maybe also, yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Or maybe, yeah, look for a part-time job, or look for something online. Do you, like, now, do you work remote? Do you work from home, or are you like, you have to be physically there? That's my question. Because yeah, working remote, when I try to look at, you already read that. If you work remote, it's gonna be way easier. You can really cheat your way. Yeah, yeah. Construction, yeah, you can really do that shit. You build pools, okay, nice shit. That's pretty nice. But try and look for something remote from home, because if you look for something remote, you can easily look at charts. You can easily look at charts, even if you're full time. You cannot really study as much, but you can definitely look at charts. Because just think about it, especially if you have two monitors, you can just do this. You can move your chart on the second monitor, and here you work and you keep checking the second monitor. And I think there's a lot of jobs that you can look for remote. I think there's like, I don't know, like, how do you say that shit? Not personal assistant, but there's a lot of remote jobs. Or that's what I would suggest. I mean, that's what makes sense for me. Either go remote, or go part-time. I would say, unless you're, I don't know, you're really confident that you're gonna make this work, don't drop out, don't leave your job, especially that you have bills to pay. For me, I don't, that's why I dropped out. But I dropped out year one, the same you think you are, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna make this shit work in like 2 months. I'm gonna be making hella bread because I'm dropping out, and look at me now, I'm 3 years in, still now break even. So didn't really work as expected. But yeah. I thought I'm gonna be him in 2 months. I'm making hella bangs. I'm moving out this house, and hell no, it didn't go as planned. It took 2 years and it still didn't turn profitable. So, but yeah, just don't really expect to turn profitable. I would say, at least depends. It depends, but don't really make expectations. It's a hard thing to do, right? This is what you should be thinking about, because it's very unlikely for you to turn profitable in the next few months. It does depends on how your psychology is. I would say, if your psychology, you feel like your psychology is good right now, and you don't have emotion, you don't have a lot of things, and you have a solid strategy that's proven profitable, you can definitely be turning profitable. But it's not gonna be that highly profitable, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because trading a streak based system is something like this. So this is what kind of results it's gonna get you. Very choppy, like very choppy, like around 40% when you're strictly mechanical. What is gonna give you that 50 to 60% is gonna be intuition, and intuition is only gonna be usable after about 2 years in the market. That's kind of the thing. So don't expect something like this, even if you stick to your rules. This is just the inconsistency of a strict mechanical strategy. So okay, oh my god, we actually reached into that low. Oh my fucking god. It's a lot of things to consider, but yeah, unless you're, I don't know. You said you live with your parents, but you still have bills to pay, so I don't really know how the situation is there. But if you have bills to pay, it's probably smarter to go part-time or remote. I mean, that's my opinion, of course. You don't have to listen to me, but that's what I would say in your case. And then when you start like seeing, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5, 6 months of consistency, you can hella drop out. You can hella drop out when you really see consistency. But yeah, turning profitable fast is really dependent on your psychology, I would say. It really depends a lot on your psychology. If you have a good psychology now, you can do that shit. And that's 1.5k. God damn, that's hella bangs. I mean, food, you can probably still find ways to eat from your parents, and light bill, electric bill, I think it's fine. But yeah, it does depend on how your psychology is. If you think like right now, if you see yourself not having problems with sticking to your rules, with taking trades, you see that you don't get emotional, you're gonna be able to pull it off pretty early. I've seen traders that turn profitable in like 1 year. Definitely, I've seen traders do that shit because they have good psychology. But do you have, like, first of all, how's your psychology, and second of all, do you have data on your strategy, like this, like backtesting data that really shows your win rate? That's my questions. If you, oh shit. Yeah, it did hella came down. God damn. But yeah, still I want you to answer these two questions: your psychology how's your psychology, and what is your win rate on your strategy. If you don't have data, yeah, it's too early to be dropping out. Then you need data on your strategy. You need data over at least 1 year, because you take notes. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you see your setup working, but without like certain data you cannot. It's risky to take this leap of faith, I would say. But yeah, you would probably use this weekend to backtest and see where you're kind of standing at in terms of win rate. How, if you're sitting good in terms of win rate, you can reconsider this choice of leaving your job. And of course, if you're psychology and if you think you're able to stick to your rules on a consistent basis without having that pressure in mind, FX replay, bro, on backtesting, if you backtest, it's automatically gonna make your data. It's automatically gonna calculate your data. FX replay, definitely. I can help you. Oh shit, I'm break even. Oh my god, no. But I know I was trolling here. But yeah, FX replay. Okay, the equity curve. What is this, bro? We're gonna ignore how my stats be looking right now, but use FX replay. If you're gonna be in the stream tomorrow, when the weekends, I can teach you how to. I can help you how to set up FX replay and how to backtest, and this will show you data, right? And it will show you throughout the year how you're doing. And when you're gonna have like this certainty that, look, this is my data, I know I'm profitable, then all that is left to do is for you to stick to your rules, basically, and then you can probably drop out, or not drop out, my bad, leave your job. When you see this in front of your eyes, and when you have like, yeah, I'm profitable, then that's when FX replay. We're gonna talk about this maybe tomorrow if you want. This is free. You can keep making free trials over and over again. So it has like a 5-day free trial, and you can keep making that shit over and over and over again. So you will not have to pay money for this, but you're gonna have to use temporary emails. But yeah, use this. We're gonna go over this tomorrow maybe. And once you have, I would say, usually 1 year data at least, I would actually recommend around 5. If you have like 5 years of data, like you see every year you end up the year in profit and you're doing well, that's when you can drop out. And especially if you're confident that you're gonna stick to your rules and your psychology is not gonna be a problem, then you can pretty much take the leap of faith, I would say. But yeah, we're gonna see about this. So I would say I would recommend you to back this from 2019 to 2025, like 6 years or maybe 5. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna call it okay, what are you gonna call? So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm probably not gonna sit on the stream a lot more. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. I'm gonna also end the stream soon. So, if you're still here, Lucarios is your name. I don't know if that's your real name, but if you're still here, I'm gonna see you in the weekend, and we're gonna talk a bit more about this if you want to, and then we can, yeah, you can think about leaving your job. You at least need data, I would say. That's probably what all the people would say. Even if you ask profitable traders, that's what they're gonna tell you. You need data, and you need to be confident that that pressure of leaving your job and that pressure of having bills to pay is not gonna fuck with you mentally. And definitely data is something that you need, but you're gonna get this weekend if you're really willing to put in the work. And if you really want to make this shit work, you will put in the work necessary to be able to backtest and, yeah, improve. Yeah, bro, no problem. So I'm gonna see you. Maybe I'm gonna make a stream today. I'm not sure. I think I actually gonna take the day off, and I'm gonna see you in the weekends. Like tomorrow, we're gonna do longer. We're probably gonna do like a backtesting stream, and we can chill tomorrow since it's Saturday. It's the weekend. We can do backtesting streams, and you can make a kind of idea of where you are. But yeah, again, thank you a lot, bro, for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And what did you say? What the fuck, that data on Will that data on FX reset? Yeah, it will reset, but that's the bad part. Or you can also pay. It's not that expensive. Let me see. I don't even know where I see, but it's not that expensive. It's probably like $15 per month. So if you have the money, definitely pay for it. Definitely pay for it if you have the money. But you can also save your data. Apparently, you can export. What is this? I think it's the opening. Bro, what is this? Why did it open? Okay, I don't know. But yeah, it will reset. So if you have the money to be doing it, you either like back this 1 year in 5 days and save the data somewhere, screenshot it, save it somewhere, or if you want the data, you can definitely buy it. It's not that expensive. It's I think like $15 or $18 per month. I'm pretty sure. And it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. Just don't have the money to be paying for it right now, but if you do, it's definitely worth to buy it because it gives you legitimate data on your strategy and how you're doing, and you can backtest probably 2022. You can backtest, yeah, you can backtest as much as you want. You have data on 1990, bro. So it's definitely something that is worth buying if you can afford it, of course. But probably you can, probably. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna see you in tomorrow in the next stream. I don't know what time I'm gonna do it, but it's probably gonna be. I don't know. I don't know about the time, but we're gonna see. Again, thank you for being here. I'm gonna see you next time. We ended up taking for NFP. We ended up taking this short. We got stopped out our break-even price and ended up hitting that big ass run. And yeah, we just watched the rest. No real opportunities for the past 2 weeks. No real trades, but that's all good. We're waiting for the A plus setup. And I'm gonna see you next time. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, bro. Make sure you dial in. Make sure you have your notifications turned on or something. And yeah, thank you for being here once again. Kiki, you hear me? You hear me?